What? Wagwan. Nation, TEF Nation, the entertainment feed community. Wagwan, we're up on the Wednesday, a trendy Wednesdays. It's been almost 1 month, almost a month since I did a report. And honestly, Nation, but no, I let down the community. But no worry, Nation, I'm gonna make up for last time. Still a couple minutes to 9, so make we quickly get to the reports. We're gonna start off with this. Popular actor and director Garfield Bad Boy Trevor Reed has been fined 130,000 GMD after pleading guilty to breaches of the Disaster Risk Management, the Noise Abatement and the Spirit License Act. Reed appeared in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court today in connection with a pool party he hosted last year at his Plantation Drive home in St. Andrew. It happened during curfew hours. Reed asked the judge for a couple of days to pay the fine, but his request was denied. Little after we got that news, we saw this video circulating on social media. Check it out, people. Yes, Nation, as on see right there, that is a Bad Boy Trevor behind bars, a record while him there behind bars. Did Trevor get somebody to pay the fine and police then free up Trevor? I don't know, but it's a damn good question that. Not a ridiculous question like what TVJ asks when them asks who is the king of the dancehall? Come on, TVJ, really? As most people who are listening to this know predicted, Vibes KARTEL leading the votes with 64, Alkaline in second place with 15%, Popcorn in third place with 13-14%. Then we have Massacre and Dexter Daps, or Dexter Daps and Massacre. Still, TVJ, I don't feel like a time for that question there yet, if you really want to see if there's changes.
None of them not there on my level. Not even I know how I do it.
But to make we continue donation, Critical attended court as his trial kicked off today. We don't know what going for Critical because we never got the news on that. But just know that Critical trial started today. I'm just living the win, what I'm supposed to. Update on Producer Automatic. 6 Producer Automatic. Producer Automatic offered bail on cocaine charges.
Automatic, Glock in my pocket with 2 extra clip.
Dancehall producer Automatic Wallace, who is aligned to the dancehall camp called the 6, was offered bail when he appeared in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court in Halfway Tree. The producer is before the court facing 2 separate matters relating to instances of possession of cocaine, taking steps preparatory to exporting cocaine, and the conspiracy to export cocaine. Attorney Christopher Townsend is representing Wallace and had this to say.
He was brought to court after the matter was set for hearing last week, but he was not brought to court. And of course, we threatened the habeas corpus application, and of course, they indicated that they'll bring him to court first thing this morning, which they did. We made a bail application, and the judge exercised her discretion in our favor and granted him bail, $600,000.
Townsend further explained the allegations that were presented against his clients.
The allegations that the Crown has is that he accompanied 2 females to the post office where letters were posted or items were posted, and the items contained cocaine. The police are relying on the statements and evidence of these accused persons to say that Mr. Wallace was a part of the conspiracy. Of course, we maintain very strongly that Mr. Wallace knows nothing of this any at all.
A decade ago, if somebody that said to you, I bet you 100,000, say by 2021, you're going to have couple dancehall artists and couple producers well behind bars. Probably that's a no man, and you'd take on the bet there. But as you see what go on, take on that the bet there, you would have definitely lose.
Automatic, Glock in my pocket with 2 extra clip.
Nation, go and enjoy the tracks. We will return.
Automatic, Glock in my pocket with 2 extra clip. All them send them bad and never shot nobody.
Choco loco, girls are the realest. Your body is the word, but I'm checking out the prefix. Yo, come on, when the ladies them apart. Chocolate body, what you want to say too hard? Whoa,
love the way you make your body move like this. Come a little closer, baby, move your hips.
Last song I wanna just hear, Nation. That one is from Chris Gayle and Kamar. The song is titled Choco Loco. To listen that and the rest of the songs, links for those will be provided in the description of the video.
Move like this. Come a little closer, baby, move your hips.
Singer accused of defaming Miss Kitty retains Christopher Townsend. A dancehall artist who goes by the name One Can found himself in the eye of the storm last week when he revealed in an interview that he had once dated broadcaster Khadeen Miss Kitty Hilton, a revelation that was met with the threat of a lawsuit by Hilton's legal representatives if the claims were not retracted and an apology issued. However, the entertainer has so far refused to apologize. In fact, he is standing by his statements and has retained Sorry Nation, but I just find it very funny. The man say once dated Miss Kitty. Miss Kitty I said no, you never date me. As a matter of fact, me I go sue you. So try apologize and fix your statement. The man say what? You go sue me for saying something like that? Me I go get my lawyer because I'm a lie me I tell. I wonder how this I go play out. But Nation, before me even continue, as a matter of fact I don't need to continue because on here what go on. Just know that the dancehall artist retain a lawyer for himself. I tell you the Nation, this is a very interesting matter because I really want to see how this play out. The man say him not apologize. The man have a lawyer. As a matter of fact, Nation, we have Selector Ricky Trooper speaking on the matter. Here we go on.
Yo, I have a laugh, star. Miss Kitty, oh yeah, get so much trouble, man. Every minute I'm Miss Kitty. Yo, yeah, man. Oh yeah, what boy you want to charge the man for defamation of character? Should the man say your name, toe food. Miss Kitty, I say you're big. 3 and 4 food you feed, cause you're big, Miss Kitty. You wear your body big, you need 6 plates of food. And your nose big too, so you need all that extra plate of food to fat up your nose more.
Here we go on this Nation. I want you to tell me if Ricky Trooper said anything that might make him get one of them paper there, one of them envelope there stating that he should appear in court on a specific... Jano, I want you to tell me what I think about that. We're moving on, although we have more to share on Miss Kitty, but we're going to skip past that for now and move over to this. The government has allocated 10.5 billion to the Ministry of Health and Wellness for special expenses related to the virus COVID-19. This includes 6 billion for the procurement, storage, distribution, and administration of vaccines, 1 billion for personal protective equipment, 1 billion for drugs and reagents, 2 billion for the regional health authorities to pay arrears to suppliers, and 500 million for other COVID-19 related expenditure. This was disclosed by Minister of Finance and Public Service, the Honorable Nigel Clark, as he opened the 2021-2022 budget debate in the House of Representatives on March the 9th. DISS Jack ZJY Rush spoke on the matter. Here's what the DISS Jack had to say.
When I really believe when the government care about you, right? When I believe when the government care about you, to spend $9 billion to give free vaccination because them love you, right? If the government they love you, why them not spend some money for education? What day you saw the statistics? Between the age of 20 odd and 30 odd, nobody has a degree, certification, nothing in Jamaica. We don't have free education. You know what that does to the country? Why them not spend some $9 billion to give free education like we did have in Jamaica in the 80s? Education was free in the 80s. Why them not spend some money upon that? Look upon how much people are dead from crime. The youth them now have no program, no kind of mentorship in the ghetto. I just gang business. But them now help them youth there. But them are going to spend $9 billion for COVID vaccine when 500 odd people dead from COVID. Why them never spend none of the money there from morning? But me are the conspiracy theorists. Your government care about you. Look how much people have here bridge light and now have running water, bad road. Look upon crime. Nothing in Jamaica not free. We don't have social program in Jamaica. You see me, when other countries are locking down, they give their people stimulus package. How much money you get? The government told you to stay home. How did they help you know that you are home? That like a 10 grand they would them give a handful of people. Out of 3 million people, 40,000 people get $10,000. That is not even 2 supermarkets for the majority of people. And that was 1 year ago. How much money? You can tell people to stay home and don't give no money. You can tell people to stay home and starve to death. Want the people who are in a music or entertainment. Hotels are still running off of skeleton staff. But then people must just stay home and starve. Which one of them politicians you could have lived from last year March without 1 paycheck and no government assistance? We don't have social programs in Jamaica like other places. Other places at least have free education. You can send you them go school. Other people that want you to pay for education and send them you go to school if you not work. And go supermarket and eat. And majority of people in Jamaica now have minimum wage. Not only for money neither. So you know no savings. People that live hand to mouth and you tell people stay home and starve. And your government care about you for spend $9 million. If them did have $9 million for help people and 500 and something people dead from COVID, rest in peace. But the majority of people are not dying from COVID. The majority of people are dead from cancer, heart disease, gunshot, diabetes, mosquito-borne illnesses. Why them not spend $9 billion and expand the hospital them? Since we don't love talk about hospital bed. Expand the hospital them that everybody from this point forward can have beds and better care. Build a heart ward. Build a cancer ward. Every time people get sick, them have to fly off foreign because we don't have nothing to take care of people. Yes, so that $9 what I got, 50-60 million US. You know what I could have done for bed in Jamaica? You know what I could have done for police force? The youth them in to get on mentorship programs. If them care so much, why them don't spend money on that? And you call me conspiracy theorists? Does that make sense? Do you see your government caring about you? Why them don't go kill mosquito in the bush or bite you at night time? And the rat and the roach them about the place and clean up the place and fix the road them. Listen to me, people. COVID affects the elderly. Flu is deadlier to youths. The elderly are more at risk for COVID. If me as a younger person under the age of 50 go and get the vaccination, I am still able to transmit it to the elderly. I can still get COVID and transmit it. So how am I protecting them by getting the vaccine? Explain. You feel noble because you went and got a vaccine to protect uncle this and auntie that. And we need to protect our elderly. But how are you protecting them by getting a vaccine that doesn't stop you from giving it to them? It cuts down on the severity of the disease in people that are at risk. So let them take it. But I am not at risk. I am under the age of 50. You know what that makes me at risk for? The side effects. The side effects are at risk for people under the age of 50. Those are the people that were dead from this and are dead from that from vaccine. You will get the COVID vaccine. Don't lie. You know, so you're in a crazy pain. And you pop down. You struggle. Did they test you for COVID before they gave you the vaccine? Because according to the CDC, you're not supposed to get the vaccine if you're COVID positive or if you are recovering from COVID. 80% of people are asymptomatic. That means a lot of the people that went and got the vaccine, they did not know they had COVID. The vast majority of people, nobody never get tested. They just give the vaccine. Why? Think about it. The vast majority of people, according to our health minister, over 40% of Jamaicans have already gotten COVID. That's over 1 million people, at least 600,000. And your immune system was up to the task to beat it. That means you don't need assistance from a vaccination. You already beat it. You already have antibodies in you. Why them not test you for the antibody them? You don't know the long-term effects of this vaccine. See me? But you're running for to take a vaccine that you don't know the effects of, and your immune system was already up to the task and beat it. And them don't test to see if you already have the antibody them. Does that make sense? People, this is not about COVID, and this is not even about the vaccine. This is about the Great Reset, and this is about the vaccine passport. Look up Event 201. Look up, you say that I am unscientific. You know how many doctors out there are saying that they are against this, the lockdown. This is not scientific, but because you don't see them on CNN, them doctor then account. Who is the conspiracy theorist? Who is brainwashed? You believe your government. How that makes sense? Since when your government care about you and this propaganda them always a spread? Like, yo, listen me man, yo, people, wanna stop. I'm not anti-vax. I have no problem with vaccinations. I have all my vaccinations. All of my youth them will get it. But this don't make sense.
Nation, that's it for now. I want you to tell me what I think about that. You see what time o'clock, you see what time I quickly leave this place. And as usual, my people, but Wagwan.